Hey everybody, Patrick here. In this episode, I want to talk about a short film that I just recently made, and I had the premiere of it on Facebook, and I'm getting ready to enter it into film festivals around the country. It was set in the 1970s, and it's a Bigfoot short film, and I wanted it to look like it was shot with an old handheld home movie camera like everybody had like in the 70s, you know, those little, it was an 8mm camera. And to do that, I put a lot of film grain, film scratches and stuff on it, and I kind of washed it out a little bit. But I thought it looked pretty cool. Got the desired effect I wanted. But something I wanted to do that I couldn't with my limited resources and knowledge of how to do this. Okay, my Bigfoot mask was just static. You couldn't open the mouth at all. So what I wanted to do was at least have one shot in there where it opens its mouth and just, growls. And I couldn't do this. I wanted to, like, after I filmed everything, I was going to take the mask and cut it and kind of make it into a puppet to where I could operate, have him open his mouth and do this scene. But I don't know how to build the inside of the mouth with the teeth and the tongue and everything, where it looks real and not like a Muppet. I don't want to show like a felt inside and felt tongue and stuff. I just went and grabbed the actual mask that I use in the movie out of my box, and I want to show it to you. But you see how my dog's over here checking it out. But yeah, you see how the mouth is it's just fixed, it's closed, it won't open. So I was thinking about cutting it along the mouth line and move it to where I have two pieces. And when I was a kid, I made a puppet. I used a butter lid to a butter dish, a large lid, and I folded it in half. And then I made the puppet around it. That was my mouth. So I was thinking if I could do the same thing and have a butter lid and then glue the bottom and top pieces to it. But then I'd have to find a way to cover that lid on the parts you see and add teeth and have a tongue in there and have it all dark and stuff inside the mouth. But all right, so if you know how to do this, drop in the comments and let me know if you know where there's a YouTube link on somebody doing something similar. Now remember, no budget. I need to be able to use household items and just like some glue and some plastic and paint and stuff like that to build this. Because we're all here for the same reason, making movies with no budget. So let me know, or if you have ideas on how to do this yourself, if you've done it before, let me know what you think, all right? So look, what I did do this time was AI has come a long way, especially in the last couple of years. It's just amazing what you can do with AI with no money and just a few minutes at it, So I decided, okay, well, I'm gonna try to use AI and make the Bigfoot's mouth open and just have him growl. Just one scene, if I could do that one scene, I thought it would add a lot to my movie. I fed in my clip of the Bigfoot, and it's just him, with the static mask, the mouth doesn't open, and he's looking behind some trees and foliage, and he's kind of watching this couple, they're making out on a picnic blanket, they're kissing, and he's just kind of in the bushes like observing them, okay? And I wanted his mouth to open at the end of that clip of him just like watching. I wanted his mouth to open and him kind of growl. So I fed it my clip, and I just typed the prompt. I said, at the end of this clip, I want the Bigfoot to open its mouth and growl, show its teeth, And man, I'll tell you, 3 minutes later, my jaw dropped open. It looked fantastic. It was seamless. It looked realistic. And it was my clip. But at the end of my clip with the Bigfoot I filmed, his mouth opens and he growls. And only thing is, they gave him, AI gave him like, almost like vampire fangs. There are two big fangs, I didn't like that. So I tried another prompt and I told it to flatten out its teeth. I wanted them to look more like human teeth, but larger. And it worked. 2 or 3 minutes later, boom, I had a new clip, and man, I couldn't believe how how great it looked. And I mean, it looked realistic and it was free. Like, stuck with my no budget because it didn't cost me a thing. So anyway, I was happy, I was excited. I edited it into my film, and this was like about 2 weeks before my premiere on Facebook. So I had my shot I wanted, you know, his mouth opening, and I was like, well, if I could do that, maybe I could put a few more shots, okay? And there was a car scene, being set in the 70s, I looked around for a 1970s car I could use, and we ended up getting the late 70s Trans Am, all right? And this guy let us use it, but he had some restrictions. We could only drive it right up and down this little stretch of dirt road in front of this guy's house, all right? So I couldn't get the shots I really wanted. I wanted to show him going down a blacktop road and turning around a corner and then entering a dirt road and driving. And I wanted to show shots of the tire going down the road and, you know, the hood going down the road and just different shots, maybe an aerial. And because of his restrictions, I couldn't do any of this. So all I had was a shot of the car coming down the dirt road and turning, and that was it. So I used AI, and I was like, well, let me see what I can do. Again, free. I had to try several, you know, when my free time ran out on one program, I'd move to the next one and do another free trial. But I was able to do something pretty good with the AI, and the car looked pretty legit. You know, as long as you don't leave it on the AI shot too long and you intercut it with the actual footage from the car, it looked great. So I put that in my film, all right? And here we are getting closer to my Facebook premiere. And I started struggling with something. My film, I wanted to look like it was in the 70s, and I was kind of making it like a grindhouse style, and I was thinking, it just started bugging me. If this was a true grindhouse 70s film, there wouldn't be any AI in it. You know, they would have used practical effects. I was like, I'm kind of getting away from what I was going for making this film. From that grindhouse, low budget, no budget approach, you know, from filmmaking, it would have had practical effects. They would have found a way to make a puppet out of that mask and do it, you know. So I was like, man, I don't know now. Even though I thought it looked pretty good, it just didn't fit with the genre I was going for. And then on top of that, I was looking into different film festivals I wanted to enter it in, and two of the main ones in their rules, it said absolutely no AI. It said if you use AI anywhere in your movie, it will be disqualified. I'm like, wow, that hit me hard. And I mean, as readily available AI is, and filmmakers are using it left and right now, for a festival to say that kind of struck a chord with me. I'm like, okay, I mean, I'm really wanting to enter it into these festivals, and if they don't allow AI, they won't accept my film. So without further thought, I took those clips out, okay? Did not use them. So I premiered my film on Facebook, and it had the closed mouth, never showed an open mouth. And I thought it was okay for what it was, but I really wanted to have that open Bigfoot mouth. So is I want to write more of a script and expand it into a feature-length film. You know, still in the 70s, still that grindhouse style. And I want to do all practical effects with it. So I really need to be able to pull this off. So I want to do that. And that's my main goal, is to have that in place before I start filming, because I really want to do that. Now look, if I make another film and it's set in modern times, you better believe I'm going to use AI, because it is incredible. And I mean, the last 2 years, it is just fantastic what we can do as filmmakers, especially no budget, using AI. Now, I don't want to make just a total AI film. You know, I like making my own films, but just to enhance certain scenes or to add something that I'm not able to shoot, yeah, I think AI is the way to go. So I'm going to definitely explore more about it. So let me know about your experiences with AI. Have you been able to do something that looks realistic? Have you been able to do something that you kept in your film and submitted your film to film festivals? Or if you have a link to a movie that you put here on YouTube, short film, feature film, whatever, that uses AI, I want to see it. I want to check it out. So let us all know. And I want this whole channel that I'm starting here to be an interactive space for all of us no-budget filmmakers, all right? I don't want to just be me telling y'all stuff, how to do stuff and that, because I'm learning myself. I want this to be interactive, and I want us to learn from each other. I want us to build a great no-budget filmmaking community, not just using my channel, but using y'all's channels too. So let me know what y'all's channels are, stuff y'all have done, because I want to check it all out. So, but thanks for watching, and I'll be talking to you next week, probably about a different subject. I've been on my Bigfoot movie for a couple of weeks, but yeah, I want to come up with something else to talk about in the world of no-budget filmmaking. So thanks again for joining me. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.